Good morning. We're going to go in and look at the amaryllis in here. I'm going to show you what we've kind of rigged up to be able to grow them. Amaryllis want to be at about 70 to 80 degrees to break dormancy and to start growing, which is kind of a hard feat here in our cold northeastern climate. So it's about 9 in the morning right now. It's 29 degrees out here. So let's go into the greenhouse and we'll see what's happening. All right, so here we are in the bulbodome, looking fairly clean and tidy in here. The crew actually finished crating up the tulips this week. So this has been a big mess of tulip planting for some time now, and now it's getting cleared up. And while we're on the subject of tulips, let's go check out some of these crates here. Bulbodome still under construction over here, but getting there. Here is our cooler with crates, and also all of these are crates of planted tulips. So a lot of work, a lot of heavy lifting in here. This is all tulips. It's about 40 degrees in here and they're quite happy, and I won't look now. Oh, actually, check that out. We're starting to see some roots coming out, which is exactly what we want to be seeing. So anyway, we're supposed to be talking about amaryllis. Let's get back out there. So 29 degrees outside, 40 degrees in here. And in the growing room here, let's see, the heat's not on because it's sunny, so this is all just like passive heating. 57 in here, so that's nice. That'll keep all these little overwintering guys happy. All this space is going to be filled up really soon. We're going to tidy up a little bit more and then fill this up with anemones and ranunculus, and we have to dig out our heirloom mothers, and they'll be in here. So it's about to get really busy. Tulip crates are going to get pulled out in a week or two, and they'll be growing in here, so a lot going on. Anyway. So back to amaryllis. We did an experiment last year to try to see what it would be like to grow amaryllis on a little bit of a bigger scale than just having a few plants in our house. And we were trying out varieties and things like that, but mostly seeing how can we heat these amaryllis to 70 or even 80 degrees in December and not lose our shirts on heating costs and not use more fuel than we absolutely have to. So we came up with a few different things. We tried heat mats in our prop house, and we considered putting them in our basement or in the basement of the flower shop. But you know, they need lighting, so we would have to provide supplemental lighting if we did that, and we also would be watering in our basements, which is not a great thing to do in the winter. We don't want to flood anything. And anyway, we went through a whole lot of different things, and here's what we came up with, was just to build a really simple greenhouse within the greenhouse. I particularly like this solution because it reminds me of our olden days. When Luke and I started farming 11 years ago, we didn't have anything. We didn't have greenhouses, or, I mean, all we had was a leased Honda Civic. We didn't even own a shovel. And so whenever we needed to do something like start our seedlings, we would run to the hardware store, buy some PVC and sheet plastic, and strap together a greenhouse. You know, we would run to the store, buy a shovel the day we needed a shovel. So to me, this is really a bootstrappy way to go, and it's kind of fun to be back in this kind of like creative, how can we make something work with not much to work with kind of thing. But clearly now we have a lot more to work with than we used to, which is fun and exciting for us. So anyway, I'm gonna turn around and let you see what we rigged up here. All right, very simple. We just have a couple of rolly carts, and we threw some sheet plastic over it, and right inside, ooh, it is toasty in here. It's about 80 degrees, and the bulbs have all mostly broken dormancy. We're starting to see buds on quite a few of them. On the second rolly cart back there, we have paperwhites at different stages. And right now we have about 150 amaryllis bulbs in here. And we can kind of rotate those out as we move more bulbs up to the shop. New bulbs get planted and moved into heating. We have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, maybe a little heater right in there. And that is hooked up to a thermostat. Look, 76 in there. And then it's plugged right in over here, and we can see what the temperature is at 63 in the main growing part right now. So we have a 13-degree bump up right now. That little heater in there is not even on right now, because on a sunny day like this, just having the greenhouse in the greenhouse is giving it all that extra heat. So it's really a way to save on heating fuel and heating costs, and to still be able to grow these tropical flowers in the greenhouse in our cold climate. It's so bright in here. We have the wall of planters behind me. We're planting the Amaryllis and Paperwhites just in plastic pots so that they can root up and grow on, and then we can transplant them into whatever planters we choose to. And we can choose bulbs that are kind of at the same growing stage, because they do break dormancy at different times, and we don't want to send out like a triple amaryllis planter that has one still dormant and one that's almost ready to bloom. We want them all to be about the same stage. So we can choose our beautiful varieties and bulbs and plant them into these different planters. And I obviously think that they're the best gift for the holidays, because they are long lasting. They'll bloom for weeks. I can't stop staring at mine when I have them in the house. They really bring me a lot of joy over the winter, when we just can't really have any other flowers growing. And anything that you can buy that's like an imported cut flower or something like that just pales in comparison to these big, gorgeous, showy beauties. So we're really excited to be able to offer them. We are really excited to try to expand this growing technique, and to see how we can efficiently produce amaryllis and paperwhites on a bigger scale here in Old Copake.